Sleep Deprived Gamers.
And welcome back to this very special Square Table episode of the Sleep Deprived Gamers podcast. I'm one of your hosts, John, also known as John
And
the
good
Tank.
evening, guys. My name is Matt, also known as Stackham.
What's up, everyone? I'm George, also known as Ninjatic.
I'm Justine, also known as Lucky Shot J.
And guys, tonight we're joined by two more members of our Sleep Deprived family here.
I'm Ryan, and aka Vader10892 on Xbox Live.
And I'm James. My name's Demigod Phoenix on Xbox Live and PS3.
And we also have one more we forgot to introduce. Welcome back.
Hey, I'm David, or Undying Survivor.
All right, well, today, this episode's just going to be, like I said, how the show's going to be from now on, just talk. And today's talk is the new year of gaming.
Absolutely. Now, there is one thing, though, John, that I wanted to talk about before we get into our subject here. It's actually been a special topic over the last couple weeks for us.
That's right. We actually didn't have time to put out an episode because right after our last episode, we got nominated for the 2013 Podcast Awards.
Absolutely. And we actually had the opportunity to watch it. For this case, we were not able to get out to Vegas in time.
No,
we did not
we
win.
do plan on going next year. And we did not win Rooster Teeth. But of
Rooster-
course Rooster Teeth won.
Rooster Teeth won.
Because
But we love them. We love them.
Oh, Rooster Teeth.
They make so much good stuff.
Rooster Teeth's awesome. They're funny.
I love Michael.
You sound like a little schoolboy.
Oh, make love to Michael. I raged so hard for Michael.
Stop before you hurt yourself.
I hurt myself all day. So basically, the reason we have everyone here is because these people in the future of this show will have a part in it in one way, shape, or form. We're not going to disclose everything and how they will be taking part, but you're going to start noticing these names pop up, whether it be in our show or other things that branch off of our show.
We'll be making sweet love to your eyes and ears for many months and hopefully years to come.
And hopefully George won't knock on your door and rape you in your sleep.
Oh. No promises. Oh, no. I'll make that promise.
So, looking into games for this next year, I said that 2013 was going to be year of the open world, but the more and more I see it, 2014 is headed that way. 2014 is going to be the
There's
year.
a lot of games coming out.
2013 was the year of the console.
Yes.
2014 is the year of the game.
Oh.
There is a lot of stuff coming out this year. I mean, you got Titanfall, you got
Elder
Watch
Scrolls.
Dogs, you got Elder Scrolls Online.
Destiny.
Garden Warfare? Come on, people.
Garden
Oh,
Warfare.
yes.
Listen,
I can't wait to shoot you
Dear
with
Lord.
my beans.
You keep your beans to yourself.
you lost your beans months ago, okay?
Really?
But
Yeah,
yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out. I mean, even PC, newly started playing Standalone DayZ. So much fun. You got Rust, 7 Days to Die.
Is that your next game, Rust?
Rust is going to be my next thing. Lately, I've been playing a lot of DayZ. A lot of fun playing DayZ. I'll go into some stories about that later when we get into some PC stuff. But first, I think we should start off with games we're looking forward to on the consoles. We'll go around and ask everyone what's your most excited game coming up in the year. So we'll start off with Ryan.
Personally, I'm looking forward to Titanfall, of course, Elder Scrolls, and, of course, Destiny. But also on the Nintendo part, you got Super Smash Brothers coming out, and also Mario Kart, which is, who knows when that's coming out.
Right, yeah. The new Mario Kart is going to be interesting, mainly for the fact that it looks wacky. It looks like Mario's gone from their extreme unrealisticness to extreme unrealistic anti-gravityness driving on walls.
But that's Nintendo.
That is Nintendo. But it's going to be a heck of a good amount of fun.
I'll admit, that basically will drive the Nintendo sales skyrocket for the console itself, but the 3DS will always be king when it comes to handheld.
Cannot wait. All right, what about you, George?
To be honest, he pretty much said everything at this point. I mean, Titanfall, Watch Dogs, Destiny. I'm I'm already getting Destiny for both consoles. I know, I get it for both consoles, Nugetic. Because I have friends on both consoles, unlike everyone else here.
Rub it in.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
I am. I'm stroking my own ego.
Shots are for the weak.
But honestly, Titanfall, Destiny, I'm really looking forward to. I need to start playing that Daisy standalone because I bought a brand new computer to play games like that, and it would actually be nice if I used the $1,900.
Don't forget about Quantum Break. That looks pretty interesting.
That's another one, actually. Quantum Break. I want to see. Apparently, I don't know if this. I may have understood the way they were saying this. I think it's supposed to take place in the same universe as Alan Wake.
Maybe,
but
you know how Remedy is.
Right. Well, Remedy's an interesting company in the sense that all their stuff is either very different from each other or will try to branch off itself.
Now, when they talk about the it's supposed to be like a television show. Is it supposed to be like?
No, there's going to be a live action television series.
There is going to be a live action
to tie
television
into it,
Ooh.
Just like how Defiance was doing. Which Defiance is a great TV show for everyone
is it
who
doing
has
good?
watched it. Defiance was doing pretty well.
Just not the
I'm
game.
pretty sure the game was not doing. The game is fun.
I still have it.
It's got a lot of glitches.
Okay, so before we move on to the next person, I just want to say this because this game I've been looking forward to only because the amount of money they've been able to raise off of fans donating and all that.
Star Citizen?
Yes.
Yes!
Oh my God.
$36 million in funding. And I'm just like, can this game come out already? Like, you have so much money.
I was on their website the other day and was this close to buying that really, really expensive ship. I was like, this looks so cool.
I'm gonna go to the bank and get a funding for like $36,000 just so I can get that one
that
perk.
$275 ship. Basically, what it is you can buy your ships early to crowdfund this game, and your money goes towards paying to help them make the game. But also, by paying, you either get, if you get the cheapest one, you get the full game when it comes out. And if you get the more expensive ones, you also get alpha and beta access and other things they toss your way either in-game or out of game. And if you get the $275 version, you get like alpha, beta, full game, bunch of codes for stuff in-game, you get a bunch of stuff out of game, you get recognized.
Shut up and just take my money already.
Yes, please, just do so. Here, you want my wallet? It's got nothing in it, but you can have it.
Yeah,
No, I
exactly.
don't have my car. You can take my car. Yeah.
But this game looks amazing, runs on CryEngine 3. Let's put it that way.
No,
Yes.
everything about
the
it.
newer engine. It's the Crytek 3 engine, right? Or is that the same
No,
one?
it's CryEngine, same one they use for Crysis 3.
Okay, so they always advertise
It's
it Crytek
pretty.
3 or
It's pretty.
CryEngine.
So we'll move on. James?
Well, everything I'm looking forward to has already been mentioned. Destiny, Titanfall, all them.
Well, I know one game you've been talking about a lot lately is Rust.
Rust.
You're waiting for that to come out of alpha.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that to come out. I've been keeping up with it since it first came out, since the alpha was first
Yeah,
accessible.
I've only heard about it recently, but it looks like a lot of fun. It's like a DayZ meets Minecraft.
It's amazing.
It's really cool. You basically start as a caveman, work your way to freaking guns. Like, it's pretty cool. You walk in, basically what is like a post-apocalyptic setting. There's rad areas and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
For me, I think my most anticipated game coming out of the year has to be the new Halo game.
It would be.
It would.
Oh my gosh. Hang on.
Dramatic pause just to say
Halo.
the new Halo game. Oh, really?
Mainly, not just because it's Halo, because it's going to be the first Halo that's 60 frames a second.
Well, it's not true. Spartan Assault is 60 frames per second.
First FPS Halo game that's 60 frames a
But
second.
he said...
Okay,
So-
shut up. It's going to be the first Halo game with dedicated servers, and it's going to be the first-person shooter Halo game on next-gen consoles.
It's basically the
And
potential
it's
that we're
going
expecting.
to look freaking pretty.
But the sad part is, right now, it's almost like, to me, dedicated servers doesn't mean anything because you're still, I'm still playing Call of Duty on dedicated servers and it still lags. It's like dedicated servers are still not being done
Well, you know what
properly.
it is? Dedicated servers mean nothing if the people connecting to them have a bad connection. Because it depends on both ends.
Not when it comes to a dedicated server, though. Because it's them connecting to the server and from the server back to
So
them.
the server
The
should be
server's sending the
compensated?
information to them. It's not from peer to peer. It's from peer to server back to that peer. So when you're connecting to the server, it's the data that's getting sent to the server. So if your information is getting sent first, then you should technically, for example, outgun them, or I guess be a sponge and absorb bullets. That's the whole idea. You can essentially pay for a better internet connection to be better.
Right.
I actually have two. Okay, the first one
Okay.
you guys are gonna laugh at me about. Okay,
Garden Warfare.
dude, I can't wait for Minecraft on Xbox One.
What? I can agree with that.
There
Okay,
we go.
listen, no, I'm doomed. Okay, I'm doomed with Minecraft to never finish any project. It's the way it always happens. I've said it a bunch of times.
A bunch of times.
A bunch of times.
Okay, Yoda.
Much of times I've said it. My other
Game
one,
has failed me many times. It has.
no, the hard drive. No.
That is by far the best impression of Matthew I've
Did
ever
you
heard.
sign up for the
That was
casting
great.
calls for Star Wars or something? Like,
No, my hard drive has failed me many times.
I think Mr. Oz will be a little bit pissed off at you right
My other
Oh,
one
that's my favorite.
is Metal Gear Solid. I'm excited to play that. It looks like a game that's genuinely fun to play. It has a great storyline with it, and I'm really excited for it.
Someone with original games to talk about. You're so lame.
Yeah.
So what was the other game?
Well, Minecraft and Metal Gear.
Metal Gear?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't hear that one.
You know, I
The
said
new
two.
Metal Gear
It's two.
actually looks great. And
I can't wait.
I've never been a big Metal Gear person, mainly because growing up, I kind of veered away from PlayStation a little bit, even though I've been coming back to it. And I never really had the time to try to focus on two different consoles worth of exclusives.
John, you get to hang on the side of a horse.
That's what I'm trying to get to. This new Metal Gear is open world, and everyone knows how much I love open world games.
It's open world. I didn't
The
know.
new
Oh,
Metal
yes.
Gear is
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be open world.
Big.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm looking forward to that one.
Oh.
That was in their E3 press conference. The
Right.
First game.
Be careful.
Yeah.
You say open world one more time, I may get excited.
Then it
Open world,
becomes.
man.
Listen, if somebody says it again, it becomes a Seinfeld episode.
Alright.
Alright, Justine, what about you?
I agree with Matthew. I think Metal Gear looks really good.
So unoriginal!
Oh, shut up.
Originally went out the door when he said it.
How about you, Dib?
I guess I'm looking forward to Steambox. That's
Steam
Okay.
Beats? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Not quite a
did
game.
you guys see the
Original.
quote he said? One of the guys from Valve. He's like, "We've already sold 65 million units." It's just like, huh?
What?
Because Steam is for PC. The amount of times it's been downloaded.
Okay.
But they just unveiled like 13 different Steam machines, like today or yesterday or something like that.
Did they really? Oh, that's
Yes.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. I heard about that.
I'll
I
get
still
your-
haven't checked them out. I gotta do that. Even though I'm not too excited about it for one main reason, and I'm sure a couple of people here know why. It runs on Linux.
What's wrong with the links?
Not a lot of games run on Linux.
Yeah.
Now, hang
Well,
on, though.
but-
Hang on. If you're making a device that's solely to play all these games, you can't tell me there won't be compatibility there.
Well, yeah, but you're still going to encounter a lot of compatibility issues.
That
Here's
means they would have
basically
to,
how it's going to work. It runs off of a Linux-based OS. If the games weren't designed or ported for Linux, they're not going to work. Future games will all be ported. But
they can
current
re-release
games aren't going to be ported unless they're re-released or ported.
But there's so many alternatives that you can use to emulate. You know,
Not on a console-based PC.
absolutely.
But it's essentially a PC. But on top of that, remember, Valve took a lot
See,
of
I never
time.
understood the
into-
Steam box, though, because if you're going to make a PC and plug it up to your TV, most PCs today are kind of plugged into your TV because they all have HDMI ports if you're playing games off them. So,
But let's remember, Valve took a lot of time to make like Team Fortress for Linux and like a lot of their games. So there
That's
are
right.
good games.
that's right. That's right. Team Fortress, Steam Box, Half-Life 3 confirmed. So,
and not in the movie
Half-Life
anymore.
3.
Give up on Half-Life.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
They'll save
They'll
Half-Life
never
3
make another
like
freaking
they'll,
game again.
Oh.
they'll save
There was
Half-Life
actually
3
an
for
article
when.
that came out the other day talking about them.
The reason why
saying
they,
they don't want to just pump them out. They
Exactly.
Want, they want to work on them. They want to take their time with them. They've had a
Remember
lot of
my
other
dad
projects
played
they've been working
they
on.
want to mostly focus on multiplayer.
They want to focus. Well, that was ever since Team Fortress 2 was their big thing, became multiplayer.
Mhm.
And even with Portal 2, which was still a single player game, had multiplayer elements that they added to it because of how heavily Steam's been
It was
focusing.
mostly
on multiplayer.
co-op, wasn't it?
No, it was.
No,
it
it was
had
a
a full
single-player
single player,
campaign.
Yeah, it was-
but it had a co-op campaign, and then on Steam, it had the creator, which they eventually brought to consoles as well.
Now, what was good was they actually took their multiplayer campaign on it and they made it pick up right where the story ended.
Okay.
So, where GLaDOS actually sets you free You then become the two testing robots.
Spoiler alert.
You should have played it. That game's on
No.
sale.
But the first one. That was it.
Doesn't spoiler alert go away after 48 hours or something?
I thought it went out after 3 years. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that works, I guess. But so what else? What else is supposed to be going on this year?
Movie?
How about
Maybe
what's coming up with the Fast and Furious franchise?
Oh yeah, I was reading
let's
an article
not
the
get
other
into
day.
this.
Actually, I don't know if you've heard about this yet, Justine. They're not killing off Paul Walker in the next Fast and Furious.
What?
They're not.
They're gonna write him off.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
They're not gonna kill him off.
Come
They're
on,
gonna
I knew
retire
that.
his character. What that means, I have no freaking
There's
clue.
only
I
one
don't know
way
how
that
they're
this
gonna
can
do
happen.
The
They
problem-
can either
He's
kill
gonna
him
get in
or
the
he
car
can leave.
and he's gonna leave. And I don't see them doing that because that's really gonna make him look like a coward in the next movie. He's gonna leave for some reason.
It's gonna have to be for a
so
really
he did a
good
scene
reason.
like that? So he did a scene
It's
like
gonna
that,
be
driving
like
away?
the family's in danger and he has to lead someone off. That's the only way they can really do it.
Yeah.
He's gonna take
And
the
if
blame
they do,
for
I'm
killing.
playing the lottery.
He'll
He'll
That's
take the blame.
the
Spoiler
best.
alert. He'll take the blame for killing Shaw, and just drive off.
No.
no,
No.
And then maybe 2
because here's the
movies later,
thing: he
you hear
wouldn't
about
have.
him dying.
He wouldn't
No.
have already said that in what they recorded.
Mhm.
So they have no way to do that. They have to.
I do recommend though that everyone listening to this, if you haven't, buy the Blu-ray copy of Fast and Furious 6. It has a scene from the next Fast and Furious movie in it already.
Sweet.
It's an awesome scene. Did you just cut me out?
No, he was just checking the time on the clock. But so far so good. Let's see what else. Ryan, why don't you tell the fans a little bit about yourself? They haven't heard from you at all so far.
You mentioned me a lot, though.
We've mentioned you a few times, yeah.
Okay, while he's talking about himself, I'm gonna go get a couple beers. Anyone want some?
Me?
Ask me a question.
Why? What's
What's
your
your
name?
favorite video game series?
Besides the Halo series?
Halo.
You can't
Besides Halo, it's Halo.
You can say Halo. Halo's fine.
Halo, of course I like them.
Tell your story with
I
Halo.
like the Mario series. I grew up in Mario. I got into the Elder Scrolls series when the original 360 came out, and then, oh god, I got hooked onto that. So I got hooked
Everyone's
onto that.
got an Elder Scrolls story.
Everyone's got an Elder Scrolls. But I tried to get into the Morrowind. I couldn't. I just could
I
not.
could never
get into the
I
Morrowind.
completely skipped Morrowind. I kind of played Oblivion. My
Oblivion I
Xbox
love.
Red Ringed. And then
Oh, such
while I
a
was
good
Red
game.
Ringed, I sold it because I didn't have money.
I hear
And then when I eventually got one back, you know, like when something breaks when you're using it, you just kind of stop using it because you're like, it's going to happen again. I just kind of stopped playing Oblivion.
you. Mhm.
But then when Skyrim came out, I was like, oh! No one heard from me for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And that was the end of it. And then everyone's like, oh, how you doing to Skyrim? I'm like, 100%. They're like, what?
Jeez.
But,
Other than that, besides the Elder Scrolls series and Halo, maybe Gears, I would say.
Gears?
Okay.
Gears is good.
Taking everything.
Well, you can. It could be part of yours too.
Such a Microsoft fanboy.
So
Well, I also like Metal Gear. Give me a gift break. I played them all backwards.
Well, he did also
From-
say
from
Mario.
4, 3, 2, 1.
He also said Mario, which if you don't like Mario, you're crazy.
Yeah, everyone whoever hates Mario is a fucking asshole.
Give me Star Fox.
do a barrel
Barrel,
roll.
barrel roll.
Throw a barrel roll.
So
What's up?
Ryan, I'd like to formally welcome you to Sleep Deprived Gamers. Now, what exactly brings you to podcast? What are you looking forward to doing the most?
Yelling at people and yelling at myself.
And what he's
Sticking your
talking
foot in your
about,
mouth.
I know,
and what he's
right?
talking about there, which we talked about this in the
Bitch.
past and haven't really talked about it too much, is the soon-to-be-coming show Raging Ryan.
Yes, I bitch a lot.
Yeah.
That's an understatement.
If you play with Ryan, your ears will bleed. So we're going to be bringing that ear bleeding to you. And we're going to be trying to get some videos up on YouTube by March at latest. You might see it early, you might see it later, but we're hoping latest March.
Coming this spring, Raging Ryan.
It's official.
There you go. It's official. Now you're stamped. Do it. All right. James, tell us a little bit about yourself in the gaming world.
Well, I guess I'll be unoriginal and just start off with what I played a lot when I was a kid. I used to play Rayman. That was my favorite game of all time.
That's pretty
Oh.
original. No one here has really played. I never really played too much Rayman.
Now, I'm going to take a step back for just a second, and we're going to go back a couple episodes, and we're going to talk for just a second. What do you think about the new Rayman?
Rayman Legends.
I haven't really played that much of it, but I played the one right before it. You know?
Rayman Origins?
Yeah, and I really liked it. Even though it was fairly different than the very first Rayman. The first Rayman's still my favorite, but I like the direction that they're taking the new one because they're still keeping the original gameplay style, but they're making it fun and changing it up.
When you get a
bit.
chance, you should download the demo. They have it available, I think, on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Yeah, so I'll definitely check it out.
I said it a ton of times now, but the newest Rayman is what the Wii U is made for.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't say that this game was made for the Wii U. The Wii U was made for this game.
Mm-hmm. It utilizes the controller perfectly. The game was great. And then
Ubisoft
postponed it. And made it for all the consoles, which I was kind of pissed about. Most of the time, I'm all for bringing games to other consoles. Nope.
This game should have stayed with the Wii U, and Nintendo should have held on with it for dear life.
Well, Nintendo was generally pissed at them for
Yeah.
holding it off like that.
Well, not only
It was
Nintendo,
done!
Ubisoft, the game employees who made the game
Or extremely pissed.
were livid. They were livid. The game was done. They said their quote was, we worked on this game for months, dedicated our time with the game, spent time away from our families, and then they just told us, you're done, but it's not coming out yet. So they were pissed.
But basically Rayman, and then I got into the Halo and Elder Scrolls series pretty early. Like I started off with Arena and Daggerfall.
Looks like we got a lot of Halo
There's
fans.
such originality here.
That's what I said. I'm starting off with.
You started off
busting
with
at the seams
Oh
with
no,
originality.
there's originality here. He started off
So
with
says the
Daggerfall.
Minecrafter.
You start off with Daggerfall. That's top down.
Yeah, we started Arena
That's
and
like-
Daggerfall.
Yeah.
And then I got into Morrowind, played through all of that, did everything I could, and then I just ran around killing things. And then Oblivion, Skyrim,
I got killed by a worm once.
But with the Halo series, I actually got into it starting with Halo 2, and I played that
Lame.
friggin' tank mission with the bridge.
Actually,
I don't even know
started
how
off
many
with Halo
times.
2 as well, and that
You're
same mission.
both lame as hell.
Shut
that,
up.
that mission, I
Halo
used to play
1 from
again
day
and
one.
again and again
Seriously.
and again. I used to play it until you got to the other side of the bridge, and you're running through a bunch of buildings. And then I would kill a bunch of my friendlies, and then I would wait for them to kill me, and then I'd do the mission over again.
Wait, is that part the Scarab?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a big memorable moment because I started like you. I started with Halo 2, and just going across that bridge. The first cutscene where you're seeing like the alien council and all that crap. It's like I remember my friend was like, "Hey, John, you come over and play this game I got." And I came over and I was like, "What is this? This is freaking cool." He's like, "It's called Halo." That was it.
And
was it.
he
They-
started doing crack.
They sold it. It was Cortana crack, and it was straight up my nose.
Cortana crack.
Okay, wait. I want to find it. Ryan, did you start off with Halo 1?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Halo 2. Matt?
Halo 3 probably. Or Halo.
Halo 4. Halo Reach?
Wait a minute.
Halo Wars?
ODST?
2.
2? I'm gonna kill you! Come on, okay.
Hang on. Can I just say though? I only started playing Halo 2 because of this one right here. I recall. Hang on. I'm gonna recall a day back in high school where we actually set up a projector.
Long time ago.
I remember that. We set up a projector in school.
We set up a projector in
Halo.
school and played Halo. Okay.
And you wonder why you barely passed high school. Okay, then.
Now I do gaming podcasts.
Okay.
Well, that might not be the reason. It might have been the next time when we had a Call of Duty tournament in high school.
That might have been it.
You mean the good Call of Duty?
You should have seen the snipe I had. Oh, killed 3 people, 1 bullet, and it was only a 4-person game.
Okay, so, but this is what I really want to know though. How do you not have the satisfaction of the introduction of the Flood? I mean, you had to go back at some point and play Halo 1. Please tell
I
me.
did, of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, so did I.
Immediately
Yes,
after beating
thank you.
Halo 2,
But-
I was in GameStop, and they had it for like $25, and I was like, I have to get this one. Let me
But-
tell you this,
but-
to this day, with Halo 1, I have a checkpoint that's purposely stopped right at the point where you get in the Warthog at the end of the game.
Okay.
So that way when I'm bored, I just go back and do the Warthog run, and it's so much fun every time.
It is, but it's just so hard to grasp the concept of you didn't have the satisfaction of initially knowing who the Flood was. Because the Flood started out in Halo 2.
As a
You
mystery.
you didn't know. You were like Halo
Yeah, I
1
was
was
the
like, what the
Arbiter.
hell's going on?
Yeah, I was the Arbiter, and I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are these things?
Okay, I'm sorry. I got way off topic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just really needed to know so I can calm myself so I can at least sleep tonight.
Oh, hang on. I got a light. I got. Oh, thank God.
No, for
Needed.
for Halo 5, I hope they go into more of the Covenant's technology, like the
Well,
different
the Forerunner,
The
they're
most
going to
likely-
go into more Forerunner stuff.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
They don't need to do.
The Covenant's pretty much explained at this point. If you played Spartan Ops towards the end of the season, they had a new Scarab type vehicle they showed.
Oh, did it?
I forgot what it was, the Locust.
Locust.
It was called the Locust, and it was
Wait, does it look like the one from Halo Wars?
No.
bigger.
Bigger.
It's got basically a big giant excavation thing, and it makes giant holes in the ground when it shoots its laser. It's pretty freaking cool. You should go check it out.
So before we actually go on, I know we got a bit of a tangent. Once again, I'd like to thank James for sitting in tonight, and welcome to the Sleep Deprived Gamers family.
Thanks for having me.
And
Same to you, Ryan. Welcome back to. Well, I shouldn't say welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome to the
Welcome
Sleep
back.
Deprived Gamers family.
When was I
And-
here?
James, what brings you to Sleep Deprived Gamers?
I've always wanted to get into this type of thing. Love games, love talking about games, love playing games, love other things
And you're joining at the right
about
time.
games. Yeah.
In the beginning of a new generation.
I've always been a gamer.
Yeah.
Remember when I was a kid, my brothers and I used to play 007 GoldenEye.
Ooh, that's good.
When I went to elementary school,
Missed my
we had
childhood.
in my elementary school, I used to stay for aftercare, and they had a Nintendo 64 set up with Super Smash Bros.
Okay, let's talk about Nintendo 64 for just a second, okay?
Starbucks!
Starbucks! Star Fox
I still
64
have
for the
one.
win.
Star Fox GoldenEye Perfect Dark, done.
I still remember.
Dude, does
when they
anybody
came out.
else remember Donkey Kong Country 64?
Yes.
Yeah,
I-
of course.
Okay.
Never played it.
You always got,
Didn't like it.
everybody got it.
Get the hell out of the room.
Everybody got it in the yellow cartridge,
Ooh, yellow.
and you did the DK rap before it ever started. Okay, that was what it was about.
Can I say one thing? Did anyone else as a child never get past like the first freaking level in Glover?
I
could never figure out how the frick to get out of the world.
Wait,
Like,
what game?
Glover.
I never.
I think
Like
you're...
Glover?
no.
It was a
How did you
horrible game.
not?
Huh?
How did you not? It was a terrible game, but it's still part of my childhood.
Yeah.
Not my childhood.
Let's just say it was terrible. But
I'm sorry, I was too busy playing Battletanks Global Assault.
It wasn't quite the ET game, so it was bad though.
Did anybody else, when they were little, die of dysentery in Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail. Everyone died of dysentery.
How about Pokemon Stadium?
Oh,
Everybody
okay.
played that. A lot of people.
How
played
about Rogue Squadron?
Still have it.
What about
Hang on,
Pokemon Snap?
am I the
Come
only
on.
one that didn't
Oh,
know that
man.
you could go to Blockbuster and print out Pokemon Snap?
Wait, you could really
You
do
did
that?
I did not know that.
You did that?
You could do that?
You could do that.
Now Blockbuster has a reason to stay open.
No, they're
Oh,
not.
nah, they're closed.
No, they're all gone. It's too late.
Speaking of that, I found a Blockbuster gift card.
Wait, they do
You
still
see that?
stream off the website. You can try something.
Sell it on eBay. You can
Oh.
make a few thousand.
Collector's item.
I think
Yeah,
you
a few
threw that
thousand
out.
Dog coins. So what else? What else is there going on this year?
Besides movies?
That's right. There is a lot of movies coming out. Most of the big movies come out next year, but this year we got RoboCop.
Well, don't forget about The Hobbit.
We got
The
the,
final
new,
one.
the final Hobbit
I'll
movie.
have it, yeah.
Wait, that's
We
coming out
got-
this year?
Yeah.
December 14th, I think it is.
Really?
Yep.
Uh,
Got,
The Lego
uh,
movie?
Okay,
The
Godzilla.
Lego
movie.
movie?
What?
Yes,
the Lego
Godzilla.
movie has such star power.
It is so cute. It looks adorable.
What movie?
I'm sorry.
Lego movie.
The Lego
The
movie?
Lego movie.
Lego movie.
It's
I
can't
actually
wait for the
looks
gaming
so
videos to come out.
cute.
It's
Why
got,
did you
well, the
even
Lego
talk
movie's
about
got a
that?
bunch
Oh, shut
of
up.
gaming related stuff in it.
Batman.
I'm excited for the
Batman,
Lego
There's some
movie.
Star Wars
Listen,
characters that
Listen,
pop up.
I work at GameStop, okay? I get to see that ad every time I'm working. Every weekend.
You're so
It
blessed.
just loops and loops and loops. I know that.
That
Morgan
sounds
Freeman.
Like fun.
John, you're probably in this with me. The new 300. I am
Yes.
so excited. Comes out
yeah.
March 7th.
Especially since the past 300, how excellent that was,
Oh,
and then watching the
it's awesome.
Spartacus series,
Yes.
like that just keeps you going on
yeah.
that 300 vibe.
I miss
So
Spartacus.
proud to be Greek when you watch that.
Oh
Really.
yeah,
Well, there's a Hercules
Awesome.
movie.
That
Yes,
actually looks
that
decent.
comes out.
That
hold
could go
on.
either way.
I didn't
Um,
even see that.
that comes
that
out.
can be really
like
good
the
or
10th.
really bad.
The
It
Legend
can
of
be,
Hercules.
It can be.
Yeah,
There's
I-
two of them that come
or
out
it
this
can
year.
be
Well, there's one that comes out, I
the
think, like
remake
January
of Clash of the
24th.
Titans. Like it can be really good. Or
You didn't like
really
the first, the remake of
I didn't like the remake of Clash. They cut out like 50% of that movie from the original.
You did it a lot.
They cut out a lot.
A lot. And plus, the bagger wasn't even supposed to be 80s.
Oh no.
No.
I'm really
There
looking-
is one that I did hear about. I think you told me about this, John. I don't think they should remake The Goonies.
They're doing that?
Yes, they're remaking.
Hollywood's
Oh,
You know what? Guess
no.
what other
To
movie? I'm
remake
sure
stuff.
all of you have heard of it or seen it. They're also remaking Drop Dead Fred.
John, I want you to do one thing for me. Do the truffle shuffle.
No.
Not on my couch, please. Don't put it on my couch.
There would be.
It's already stained.
Everyone would die because there'd be a flavalanche.
I know we've already talked about it, but Maleficent, I'm
Oh,
so
that does
excited
look
for.
good. That
Oh,
does look good.
I can't wait. Cannot wait.
So just one more quick thing, guys. Like I said, it's a new year, new way the podcast is going. Basically, we're gonna try to have every podcast not quite this many people, but this style. It's just gonna be talk. It's just gonna be relaxed, sit back, talk about games. Yes, we're gonna bring up news topics, but we'll talk about them. We're not gonna be like, hey, and today on Xbox news or today in PlayStation news. No, it's just be like, hey guys, did you hear about this coming out? And we'll just talk about it.
Is Nintendo relevant right now?
Until they come out with shit, no.
But you guys heard what happened with Nintendo and the 3DS, right? Nintendo was using technology from a different company for the 3D camera, and now they have to pay like 1.86% of the wholesale price of every 3DS they sell up until the end of the handheld's lifetime.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Nintendo didn't ask permission, and a court found in favor of the other company.
And how much percent?
It's like 1.86% or something like that.
That's still a lot for every
that's
they
a
sell
lot.
a lot.
Every
like
3DS and 3DS XL.
Like 2%?
No, 1.86%.
Oh, maybe that's why they came out with the
Shut up.
2DS.
Oh, yeah. That's,
Actually, yeah,
That's basically
probably
the
one of
reason.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, like I said, looking forward to a new year. Can't wait to see all of you back on the show and doing your own thing that's included for the Sleep Deprived Gamer World and Sleep Deprived Productions.
Absolutely, guys. Stay tuned over these next couple months. We got a lot of stuff coming out that we're really excited to tell you about. We just got to put those final touches on.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. I'm John.
I'm Ryan.
I'm George.
I'm James.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
David.
I'm Matt, and like always, stay sleepy. Game on.
Sleep Deprived Gamers.